遠の友達プリキュア諦めない心を持つ笑顔の少女たち
What's up, everyone? This is Yona, and welcome to Yona Kuromatoki's Interactive Podcast Part 3.0. Woo! So, where do we start here? Okay, new year, new equipment, and yeah, we got a new equipment here in this podcast. Wow, yay! Actually, we still getting used to this freaking hella new equipment that we have recently. And wait a minute, where did we start? Where did we start? Oh, the year-end special video. The year-end special of YKIB. And, of course, what do we just start with a new year with the 3-part Cure 20th anniversary specials. So, we got few more days to go before we have to say goodbye this time to Delicious Party. Oh my god, this is gonna be so freaking hella sad indeed. Like, seriously, can you imagine it's been a year? It's almost like freaking hella years since it started, and it's like the other Cure seasons that we already have. Like, oh my god, I'm very speechless that a season is gonna be over, and I'm getting used to that. So I say I'm getting used to sayonara fest in the show, and it always does. Like, yeah. Aww. Sorry. Yeah, apologies. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. I'm very sorry. Like, you say there's gonna be a lot of old stuff here. And, what's new? All our stuff new to this podcast, and you get to imagine how legendary we got a new equipment like this one, the sound card thing, and we really attach it to our very bigger, bolder, and madder YPIB, and I'm so excited to see more of that in the coming episodes. Anyway, we are going to reveal. I'm going to reveal. Sorry. No, not that. Sorry. But that aside, yeah, thank you very much for joining me in this very first episode of YKLP for 2023. We are still adjusting to our new equipment, but still, we are very excited to use it from now on. Nako, sabi ko sa'yo, hanggang dulo na to, guys. And we should celebrate the Cure Series' 20th year. Some sort of advance, because it's just like their brother franchise, which is Super Sentai, that seasons as anniversaries, and there's one exemption to that was of course, happiness charge. So, I love that, but okay, we're gonna to be sure we should look back at all the past Precure season finales ever, like from Italia up to Tropical Rouge. Oh yeah, speaking of Tropical Rouge, I already thought, no, seriously. No, seriously. We already discussed about Tropical Rouge and what we got our impression so far of that season, and then how they get in the end, and now we're starting already. It's already done, and of course this party is almost done. And before we're gonna moving on to Here We Go Sky, I'm kind of curious what is gonna be the look backs out there. A lot of stuff happened. The precursors for the past, should we say, almost 20 years? No, seriously, it's like a roller coaster in emotions. Like, sorry, I'm very sorry for this. No, you gotta be seriously. Honestly, all the season finales of the show is so emotional, pure emotional punches, and a lot of stuff happening in this wonderful magical show. It's insanely incredible, all of them. Like sorry. Like I was saying, like you get to see more of those season finales. I love lots of feels and basta, ang daming feels kasi. No, don't stop laughing. Stop. That's not funny at all, but there was a funny stuff, and actually I watched all of them, and you can tell everything is happening to that freaking hello show is already on my brain, and I can tell you a lot of them are jumble stuff in here, but no, seriously, that honestly speaking, they're all full of emotional punches and all the stuff. Our emotional punches and the good, the bad, the sad, the joy, and the sad moments, and this wonderful, colorful, almost 2-decade show ever. Anyway, so if you don't want to listen or watch this video, I do recommend to skip this until the next. Probably it's since actually it's a 3-part special in this podcast, and so you should skip that. You didn't watch Precure yet in general. But if you watch Precure, regardless of what you are starting the show, please do. You are welcome. But there may contain a pre-thought spoilers, so I suggest that discretion is super duper advised. Alright? So in case you're new to this podcast, welcome to Yona Kuromatoki's Interactive Podcast. Although we are already in the 3rd season, but if we want to have some marathon, please take your time and maybe we should you should give it an idea of what YKP is all about. Everything and everything, anything and anything. No, sorry. Nah, seriously, it's everything and anything under the sun. That's our tagline for this podcast. So we're going to discussing everything, regardless of what the hell are you talking, what you're talking about. Everything. It's just more on the commentary side, and then some. Minsan kasi may mga bardagulan, and sometimes may mga pandodog show. Pandodog show. But on top of that, you guys should, or should we say, hopefully, that you guys learned something new from me and our guests. Yep. This is what YKP is all about. To teach people and to entertain them. You guys! Honestly, you guys, you should learn and we discover. It's a mix between rediscovery and discovery. Anyway, okay, going back to our, of course, our prelude to this wonderful 20th anniversary special for the Preacher series. So, we were talking ano naman to yun? No, pagdodog show na naman ginagawa mo. No. Hindi to pagdodog show. Okay? Ano ba? What ganon? Grabe. Pagdodog show agad. Okay, dog show na siya. Ano ba naman yan? Ano ba? Mas soft hours dapat tayo dyan eh. Okay, soft hours aside. So, we should introduce our next guest. And this next guest is basically a freaking hella, wait. Is it a combat guest or what? No, seriously, no, seriously. It's a combat guest from the previous season. Wow, pretty exciting indeed, eh? Okay. Enough with the clapping, guys. Sorry. Yeah, that is sorry. So it's a comeback guest from the previous season, so you know who he is, right? And we should do the phone call from his base of operations somewhere in Batangas. Yes. So we should reveal. I'm pretty excited to have a chat with this lad once again, this time for the Preacher season finale's impression. Ano ba naman yan? Is this a pun? No, it's not a pun. Pantodog show ba yan? To a certain mid-season Cure? No, it's not a dog showing. Pandadog, sabi ko, ano ba naman to? Sabi ko, baka maya sasabihin nyo, ano ba naman to si Yona? Dinodog siya na naman itong si Cure Finale. I get the fun, I'm so sorry. Okay, puns aside, production aside. Wag na natin patagalin to dahil our next guest is basically a combat guest. And yeah, from the previous season and making a comeback for part 3 of 3. Sorry. Part 3 for now. of this wonderful and amazing podcast. So here you go. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, and gender fluid people, let's now welcome him back. Of course, my fellow Pinoy preacher friend, Nick. Welcome back to Yona Kuromatoki's Interactive Podcast Net. Happy New Year.
Hello, Yona Kuromatoki, and Happy New Year to you too. And I am glad to be back here. Pasensya na kung content.
Yan. It's so nice to be back here in the, of course, aming podcast. And dahil 20th anniversary ng itong Preachers, sobrang, medyo abas na tayo, guys. And I'm gonna tell you some. Pero actually, lahat talaga ng season ng Preacher na panood mo, di ba?
Yes, pero nakalimutan ko lang yung sa tatlo lang na ending.
Ay, gano'n?
Sa yung tatlo lang.
So, paano we're gonna...
So, matagal na rin.
Ayun. Sa bali ako na mag-reminisce and I'm gonna go to look back for the first three. And, okay. We were looking the first ever season finale ng Preacher. You could see now there was the earth is already in shambles. At the same time, we can see black and white fighting against the Dark King, even in his most gigantic form, if I remember correctly. Kasi naalala ko tuloy yung yung sa dub version ito. But again, if my memory serves me right, that particular part, that freaking hell, particular part was naka-overwhelmed talaga. And sobrang epic. You see yung pinakaunang emotional punch in a season finale of a very, very of the then new freaking hell show like the Preacher series. Tapos, actually, halos matatalang sila, black and white on to kay their Dark King. But over time, but of course, there's some intervention coming from the Queen of Light and I think Wisdom, and then there's Poland, and then it was such a very epic first set of epic proportions in between yung talagang parang yung kasi yung magiyak ka talaga doon. But then again, that black and white have overcome their biggest adversary and their biggest adversary and defeated for the first time. And we could see that Damascus had been, of course, Mipple had been slept after the final fight, and then Nagisa and Honoka returned to their normal lives. Not until of course, may bago na naman banta na naman. And that was the time that we were moving on to Maxard. So, and of course, speaking of Maxard, itong season finale itong Maxard naman, we have seen and learned Valdez, who is basically the strongest member of the Dark Guardians. And with that particular thing, that he was actually the reincarnation of the Dark King, and not Shiny Luminous's adopted little bro, which is Hikaru Kujo. We really knew that it wasn't Hikaru at all, but it really was Valdez. And Valdez himself, he was trying, in the form of the Dark King talaga, wanted to try to revenge on the Dark King talaga. I mean, against the, of course, Black and White. And now, with Luminous on their side, he was threatened that he might be overshadowed and overpowered by these three. But unfortunately, his plans in conquering the universe didn't able to succeed. And with that came point that when Luminous, of course, na syempre alam naman na natin na siya yung life of the Queen of Light. And at the same time, she needs the 12 heart ELs, and I think is the Heart Chariot. Heart Chariot, if I remember correctly. That point of being the reincarnated Queen of Light was very hard, and she doesn't fight physically. But because we all know talaga siya yung pinaunang defensive creature, and until such time that, of course, with Hikaru and the Heart Chariot, that they needed to resurrect the Queen of Light and face it against the resurrected Dark King in the form of Valdez. And with that point, talagang nung natatala talaga sina Black and White, because we all know na talagang sobrang down sila. And to that point that we saw them in flashbacks, we see the respective flashbacks while they struggled to get up was very emotional. And hindi ko talaga alam kasi nung napanood ko na yun, talagang, I don't know, I'm very, very speechless. I'm so full of emotional punches, even inside. And you can see that, but in reality, that you've been so gutted talaga. And sobrang, I don't know, but sobrang sad. Pero nung bumangon talaga sila, and then we've seen that particular part when the Queen of Blood have been resurrected, thanks to Luminous, the Heartiest, and the Heart Chariot. And now, ito na yung pakakataon na matalo si Dark King. And by that finisher, their upgraded version of their group finisher, which is, of course, the Extreme Luminary Max. Whereas, in the first season, that the Dark King, syempre, kung hindi ako nakakamali, they, of course, Black and White used the so-called the upgraded version of the Rainbow Storm. And then in Max Heart, those two and Luminous were using the Extreme Luminary Max. At yun na, natalo na si Dark King. Dark King has done dusted. the earth and the universe had saved. Tapos, yun na nga, everything was back to normal. And we really thought na Hikari was really gone forever. But no. Andiyan pala siya. She was just suddenly came out. Sorry. This time kasama si Hikaru. So, yeah, and we already done with the first two season finales featuring, of course, the first gen Cures. So we gotta moving on to Splash Star. So in Splash Star, grabe, what the hell? I was reacting like, what the hell? Yung nga. Like, freaking hell, the series, is it just me or am I watching Dragon Ball? But no, this is pretty Cure, but something like, oh, okay, something apocalyptic then in the finale arc of that particular season. And when Earth, or particularly Unagi City, was drawn into the darkness thanks to Goyan, that was the time na talagang they had to, of course, with of course the Splash Star team need to defeat that goddamn daddy. I don't know. I have to have my apologies for the being mumble jumbled. Sometimes, my brain was sometimes gonna be mumble jumble thing. But again, as I said na, ito, ganito. I'm sorry. Ano ba naman to yun? I have to remember everything. I tried my best para maalala ko itong yung from let's just say in first six sorry. So go back. So we've seen Bloom and the others fighting against Goyan in a very apocalyptic showdown. But what did just happen? Crowley, that pet cat of the Hugo family was really involved in that finale, and this was the first time with that somebody outside, let's just say the supporting mascots that were involved in the finale fight. But then again, nung matatalo talaga of course, sila Bloom, they had tried to struggle out thanks to Princess Philia as intervention, and as well as of course Kawa and Michiru had gained their cube forms, even if it was in the 11th hour thing. And that particular, those scenes have been intense, particularly the fight ones. And until such time that Goyan had been defeated by the Sphere Heart Splash Star, and once and for all, Goyan is trying to destroy, not just destroy, but get rid of the cures, and unfortunately hindi siya nagtagumpay talaga, and everything became so normal. You can see the epilogue of Splash Star when Saki's softball team, they are finally have been when I think when they went to the nationals. No, not even particularly the nationals, but in the final game, and they won. And I just noticed talaga yung very junior high uniforms. Those guys from the first two seasons are being cheered on for the Unagi Middle School. So then again, they already won the tournament. Everything is back to normal, and then Kawa and Michiru have been revived once more thanks to Princess Philia, and at the same time they already done their adventures, their bumpy journey, their adventures with a amazing stuff talaga siya. No, their amazing journey, and then we could hear the first ending theme of the season while taking on some of the moments here on the epilogue portion. So we already done, and I think the first three, first three season finales are gonna is on standard basis of having pure emotional punches that are in the show, and it is set up to the expectations of everybody else. But anyways, let's move on to the finale. This is the finale of Yes 5. I know it's kind of bit, actually, kahit naman ako hindi ako masyadong, really forgot, I almost forgot everything. But I do remember when, nung nag-unbox si Desparia, the main baddie of that season, yung pinakaunang kalaban ni na Dream, no? They were about to take it over the world kasi. And that with that point that if I remember correctly, na instead of getting rid of that main baddie herself by the Cures, anong ginawa ni Dream? She wanted to confront Desparia and asking that why is she wanted to collect the Dream Colette, and at the same time wanting na going madilim talaga ang mundo with despair. And then we actually learned the fact na she was immortal. She wanted to be immortal. And that was the time na, again, instead of just purifying the bad guy, the main bad guy, they were just peacefully defeated her talaga with words of action and the sense of the encouraging about hope and stuff. And although I really love talaga yung the fight scenes in that particular finale, season finale, against those shadowed koainas over there in that particular. So that was the time they were finally able to defeat Desparia, even though a bit na hindi siya na purified. She was just go away. Talaga. I mean, and peacefully, in a peaceful way. And I thought na it was so good because that was the parang nag-pave the way to some seasons na okay, instead of purifying the main bad guy, why don't we just confront that freaking hell of being and use our, shall we say, our words of conviction and realization to defeat that being peacefully without being purified. And of course, sa Yes 5 Go-Go naman, ito yung isa sa mga pinakamalupit talaga. Because we've seen when during the years have been purified by, if I'm not mistaken, Anacondi, and all the vehicles and the masses have been remained to the fight. But it's a sort of miracle na there have been reborn not reborn, but reinstalled. I think that was the correct term. And finally, when the Eternal Boss was about to taking over the whole entire world, like a crazy mad lad. That was the time that Dreaming the Eyes had began to stop him with everything that they've got. And that particular moment na talaga natatalo talaga sila, at nung natatalo na sila, there was one familiar figure that the heroines had been familiar with, and that was Lady Flora. Alam na natin na I think namatay siya a few episodes ago. I think probably a few episodes ago of that season, and then she was just revived thanks to the power of the red rose and the blue rose. So that was the time na tinalo yung boss ng Eternal. And with that particular point, na they finally get rid of him through the Floor Explosion finisher. Of course, syempre, it's gonna be an exclusive one, an exclusive group finisher. But it's kinda similar din sa, of course, Extreme Luminary, be it na, with swords, you know. But on top of that, it was just gives me another emotional punch sa finale ng Yes 5 Go-Go. And when realizing that may something kasi leading forward to the Eternal Boss kasi. And yung epilogue was kind of interesting thing. It's such a lovely and sweet kasi, and at the same time that unlike Splash Story, the first ending was played in the epilogue. Yung group song, of course, Nina Nozomi naman was played during the epilogue. And that particular point was very amazing. And it was massive period being the journey with the Yes team. And I really thought na napakaganda yung conclusion nila. And I think, I know I forgive me with the flaws anyway, pero at the end talaga, dun pa lang, I think for me, one of the reasons why I do love the Yes team so much, they're all kind of, di lang sila mga blueprint of having some more new conceptualized stuff sa Cure series, but also they really did have a nice teamwork and getting how to fight the injustice and through hope and love and you know, pero I really love the epilogue talaga. We do love the epilogue for that season. And happy naman ako na even though na bumalik sina Coco, they all advanced their plans to go to the Palmy Kingdom, but also at that time, from time to time, they went, of course, Coco and the Eyes went back to Earth from time to time. And yeah, I really thought it was really cool naman din. And it gives me another set of emotional punches to me, to my nerves, to my senses. And I thought it was so sweet, so emotional. Then, ayun. Let's moving on to, of course, Fresh. So, Nate, alam mo naman na yan, di ba? Yung Fresh, grabe. I thought na, alam mo, you know yung season finale fight na full of roller coaster of emotions, and nakita natin na of course we've seen Peach and the Yars fight up Meteors, and ano masasabi? What was your first impression for the Fresh finale?
So, ito lang yung mga natatandaan ko. Parang they are in the other world, to a different world, fighting against those enemies. It's called the labyrinth, right?
Ayun. Then, that is the same, yeah, sige, sige, go on.
The leader is Morgus. I forgot that name.
Maybe yes.
Fighting, the people are, I think, is controlled by the labyrinth. They are not in themselves, I think. Hindi mo talaga may kita sa scene na yun na paano nila pinapahalagahan and how they take care of the fight and how to manage to help the people at the same time. World ni Satsuna. Si Satsuna nga yun dun, ano? And fighting against the enemies. Ano natin? Magang rumble, malalakas sila. At maraming emotional roller coaster of emotions din yung nangyari dun. Parang in some point ata they lose hope. Pero dahil na rin sa friendship, friends, dun sila nakita ng parang courage nila para pagpatuloy pa rin ang paglalaban. And of course, ginamit nila lahat ng mga powers nila, lahat ng mga kaya nila to defeat the devil, to defeat the enemy that they are facing. At talagang mga ako kung gaano sila kalakas. Because it's a new season, hindi katulad ng mga nakaraan na sinabi mo na parang may second chapter book na ito yung Cure. Kasi parang nagdadalawa season yung iba. So, talagang kataas na natalo yung kalaban. They bid on one episode, I think they bid farewell to Satsuna. Am I right?
Yo,
They bid farewell.
yeah, just after yung yung dance competition fires nila, and doon sila nanalo doon.
Yes. After nga nila manalo din sa laban na yun, I think nag-bid farewell sila. Na syempre, week mo na nagkaroon muna sila ng magandang chatting, victory, of course. At in the end, they bid farewell to Satsuna, one of great character in Cure. A villain became. She's the first one to become. Villain became a Cure, and this really does something and affects the other seasons as well. And overall, and I like the story of the epilogue, of course. They did creative on that particular way. Of course, the ending song, of course. I love that. Lang sasabi ko sa first, it's amazing. It's the amazing story I have encountered with Cure.
At jump to dyan yung season, at the same time, yung season finale, yung pinakaunang glimpse ng upgrades. Now, of course, originally from the movies na ginamit for the show proper. But in its season finale arc, in the case of the Fresh Cures, they have the Cure Angel forms. So parang nag-pave the way to some seasons that are having upgrades.
We have upgrade from the past season to Mama Powers, of course. Iba na rin yung pagdating yung storyline, but same moral lesson pa rin ang makukuha sa ending. Yan yung maganda sa Cure din kasi.
Totoo. So, let's moving on to yung finale ng Heart Catch. Ano yung impression mo about it?
Ang impression ko sa Heart Catch is really amazing then. I think from 2009, from Fresh to until now, there are been an sad ending with a happy ending, of course. So, dito kasi sa part ng Heart Catch, in case of the Heart Catch, they are fighting on the space, right?
Yes,
They're
yung
fighting on the space
pinakauna.
they are fighting against those enemies na nakalaban nila lahat. Halos lahat ng mga kakampi ng Devil.
Kasi Dune!
Those...
Siyempre,
Sorry na. Masyado ko na makalimutan. Pero may ibang scene.
No, it's okay lang.
Doon malakas na sila of course. Doon sa isang episode before that fight, parang secure, sino nga yun?
Cure Light?
Cure Flower nga ba?
Ay, si Cure Flower.
Nakalimutan ko na.
Ayun, si Cure Flower.
Yung Cure Flower. Yun, doon, alam mo yun, parang tinulungan niya ng kahit kaunting oras yung mga protocol, yung mga bagong cure.
Yeah.
Para tulungan at talunin yung kalaban. So, of course, iligtas ang life tree at heart tree. Thing. Dahil na rin gusto itong kunin yung kaaway. Dun sa pinaka-emotional part dun sa fighting ay nung pinatigil ng lola yung Cure Moonlight ata na
ay, si Sabako. O, si Sabako. Di ba, nag-reveal na tatay talaga yun ni Moonlight.
Oo. Doon
ako nagulat. Diyos ko.
Biglang yun pala yung tatay na matagal na niyang hinihintay.
Yun yung sinabi ko. I really...
Naghihintay ka na matagal, ikinagipaglaban for all of your life. Yung pala yung tatay mo yung kaaway.
Sabi na nagulat talaga. I really thought in yung theory. May mga theories kasi that time na Sabako talaga yung tatay ni Moonlight. And I really thought na, okay, sayaw dito. And then, that particular time na, yung pala yun. No, talaga nagulat talaga ako that Sabako was that particular thing. Tapos,
parang dun sa part na yun, sa part na yun, si Cure Moonlight ay parang little kung tatalunin ba niya o bibigyan ng chance yung tatay. Dahil na rin sa pinagkagawa niya. So, of course, a bit dramatic and heartfelt. Parang ramdam mo talaga yung kwento shock, yung sadness, yung angry, hatred. Parang
doon nagalit si
kinaaway na rin ang tuluyan.
Doon nagalit si Yuri. Kasi doon yung tinetake ni Dr. Tsukikage for Yuri from Dune. Namatay siya just to save Yuri. Doon ako nalungkot kung kailan talaga mabigyan ng chance ito si Dr. Tsukikage, saka na siya namatay. Doon ako nalungkot.
Kung kailan mo naman muling nakita yun, yung tatay.
Yung
hindi matatapos agad yung malupitang plot twist dito. Talagang hindi ko maalis sa utak ko yung scene na yun. At part na talagang at nagulat ako. I am really shocked about that ending. Of course.
And John realized na, siya yung dahilan. Ikaw na, you was like, ikaw yung dahilan kung bakit namatay yung yung very partner ko, tsaka yung tatay ko. She was said it to Dune. But, Tsubomi stopped her. Sabi niya, no, you can't do that. Huwag mong gawin yan. You cannot fight with hate. And you should fight those our enemies with love. Yan yung sinabi ni Blossom. And one particular time, doon siya na-realize. Kasi, alam naman natin itong siguro na sobrang lungkot yun, no? Yung backstory niya. Sobrang sad. Talaga.
Akala ko talaga nung una, patay na yung tatay. Doon sa isang episode na pinakita na, alam mo yon yung backstory ni Yosuke Moonlight na nagpunta ng ibang bansa ang tatay, biglang nawala.
Biglang nawala.
Akala ko gano'n. Akala ko patay.
Yung sa movie. Yung sa movie kasi, dyan doon din, research yata yung tatay ni Yuri sa France. And one particular part ng movie na yun. Pero yung pala nawawala. And then, tapos nag-reunite, tapos bigyan ng second chance, tapos yan no? So, patay ni you take the hit. Nakakalungkot talaga, sobra. But and then the following eps talaga, doon pala, they were going with epic proportions. And nag-merge sila, yung apat, yung sila Blossom, with, of course, sila Shipray, to form a super form that was Infinity Silhouette. At doon pa lang, tinanong si Dune. That was the first time na napanood ko. Regularly sa pinakaunang season na pinood ko regularly. Sobrang mind-blowing, pero at the same time, you could see yung sadness niya to Dune. Of course, na-purified na siya. So, and of course, at the end, they saved the universe, they saved Earth, and the Heart Tree. Tapos makikita mo sa epilogue na feel of a pure of happiness for Tsubomi and the others. Tsaka, you would, of course, kakapaanak yun itong yung kapatid niya si, Futaba. And we'd see yung final shot na yon, yung final shot ng naturang epilogue. You might see her, pero hindi rin nakita yung face niya, pero I know that it was really Futaba. That was the first instance of having a time skip na epilogue on the later seasons. Pero that time it wasn't that they masyadong uso yun before, but you might see that way. And there was the first season na nagkaroon yung season finale, season ender na and season end card. Season ending na parang end card talaga yung mismong character design na nag-draw for the final end card. It was pure pa na lalo mo rin na oh my God, I've been it was been a rough ride for that season. Oh, diba? Mapapili mo yun diba?
Sa napansin ko sa ending yung parang kapatid ata.
Ayun, yung kapatid niya, Tsubomi, on that. Yung final sa final shot na yun.
Yung hawak niya yung transformation device.
Yes.
Parang sa part na yun, parang kailangan may kasunod pa yung kwento.
Yun yung nga kaya lang kasi may prequel na novel itong Art Catch Instead of a sequel, Hindi ko tulad sa first talaga, may sequel na novel as well as Smile. I think Smile. But more on that later, when we moving out from Sweet. So, speaking of Sweet, ano yung first impression mo dun sa season finale nito?
Yung Sweet dito kaya tama.
Yeah.
Sweet. As always, those four are fighting for good. Alam naman natin na pinaprotektahan nila yung mga maliliit na notes na yun. From the start naman. Pinaprotektahan nila yung mga notes, diba? Those musical notes. Kasi kapag nawala siguro yung mga yun, yung nawawala ng buhay yung sound sa mundo, sa planet na yun, naapektuhan. Dahil na rin nawala siguro o naging freeze on time ang Major Land.
Ayun.
Kaya,
Kasi naging si Noise. Because Noise was on the verge of having his own upgrade. And that for yun na nga yun, from his, I think it was his bird form, mini bird form, tapos naging dragon mode. Ano pa naman ito si Noise? Sabi ko, ano pa naman yan? Tapos naging humanoid bird form pa yan. Oh, ang lupit. Sabi ko, ang lupit. Sabi ko,
tsaka maganda din yung pagkaka-structure ng story.
Yes.
At saka yung art na ginamit doon, yung sense of artistic. Lalo na yung sa Major Land. Major Land, may parang may isang hour ata doon, no? Castle na may G-class pa atang design sa taas
ayun.
ng heart.
Yeah.
Doon na, tsaka of course, tinatalo na nila ang kalaban, diba? Of course, sa lahat naman ng mga stories na pwede kaya before and until now, lagi naman na natatalo ang kaaway. Yes, alam natin yun, diba? Pero dun sa, mas tinaasan ako ng balahibo dun sa part na kumanta si Hami.
Ayun.
Happy, parang narinig ko na yun sa Spotify. Narinig ko na yung music niya.
Parang Melody of Happiness yata yung title. Kung di ako...
Yun nga. Song of Happiness.
Ayun, Song of Happiness. Yeah.
Yung habang siya kumakanta from gray color, na bumabalik yung halos lahat ng kulay, bumabalik yung nota, bumabalik yung ganda ng awit. Bumabalik sa dati yung mga taong parang naging bato. Kasi kulay gray sila eh.
Ayun, na-petrified na nga eh. Pati sinapulse ito.
Si Hami yung kakanta doon sa part na yun, yung orchestrate part na yun. Napakagandang melody. Yung voice, talagang voice ni Hami.
Ang ganda rin talaga niya.
Yeah,
totoo. Ang ganda niya. Ang ganda niya.
Really give you chill.
Galing talaga niya, no? Koto no Mitsushi. Talaga. Napakaganda. Yeah. She's Sailor Moon after, pati si Hami. Kasi, sabi ko, yun na nga eh.
Yung pagka-orchestrate nun eh. Yun yung nagdala eh. Yung pagiging orchestra at yung mga yun. Dahil, kapag ginagawa ni Hami yun, sa tingin ko eh, nakakalimutan ko na rin masyado. Sa tingin ko habang kinakanta yun eh, kinakaaway pa rin ata nila yung melody, rhythm, beat, muse, yung kaaway. Pero I think yung part na yun ay natalo na nila bago nakakantahin yun, ano. Pero, nung sa tingin, isipin mo, Secure Muse, halos ilang taon o buwan ata siyang nawala din sa Major Land. Hindi nakikita na nanay. Yung Reyna, yung Major Land.
Oo.
Dahil na rin yung kaaway, si Mephisto, na yung palay tatay niya. Diba? Si Mephisto ka ba?
Oo, si Mephisto. Tapos yung pala yun. Tapos,
Minor Land naman yun.
oo, that was like sabi ko sa'yo. gano'n nung last natin na chat natin na that was like manga that was created. Pero yung pala, ino-orchestrate pala ni Noise yun.
Oo, parang, alam mo yun, yung paano hypnotize yung tatay para gawin yung bagay.
Oo. Tapos naging...
But I think on that time, parang iba na ata yung kaaway nila eh. Yung mismong kaaway nila.
Yung kaaway nila, yung male body kasi, bird ibon talaga. What the? Nagulat talaga ako ng ibon talaga yung kalaban nila. Marami na nga eh. Si Noise game, ibang klase yung main body. Pero na-purify na siya with the session crescendo. Na-upgrade version. Kasi na-up na nagkaroon ng upgrade sina Melody eh. Tapos tinala na si Noise.
So, mas lumakas pa yung powers nila para mag-purify.
Oo. Ayun. It really gives it a pure emotional punch din. Especially, what ka rin sa epilogue. And, akala natin what's gonna happen to them talaga. They have in a certain future ahead. Pero I think they have a certain future ahead din. And, get the feels yo. Pero on top of that, napakaganda yung finale ng Sweet, and I thought na it was so amazing din. Ayun.
Isa pa. Doon sa part na malapit na yung ending. Yung, tanda mo pa yung lolo doon.
Si Otokichi-san.
Yung pinalipad yung buong gusali. yung mayroong organ.
Ay, oo! This is spatial. Sabi ko, ha? Why did they do that? Yung pala yung hall kasi, parang parang ginawang, spaceship ba yun? Or parang more isekai na ship.
Oo. Isipin mo, halos lahat ng tao doon parang naka-freeze on time dahil na rin sa pagkawala ng music.
Oo.
Doon lang yung scene na lumipad papunta doon sa major land yun.
Oo.
Yung kusaling yun.
Sabi ko,
lumipad.
I was like, that's parang familiar ito sa mga isekai na anime. Parang ganun din yun eh.
Oo. May mga highlands.
Grabe. Pero ganun talaga yun, finale ng Sweet. Sobrang pure of, again, emotional punches and panatig pala balahibo talaga. Okay.
Mas lahat ng ending nila nakakataas ang balahibo. Have more emotional side, not happy at
Ayun. So let's move on to the next season finale, which is Smile. So ano yung impression about it?
Yes. Smile Pretty Cure, the first Pretty Cure series I have watched internet last January 2020. Yan ang pinakaunang Pretty Cure na napanood ko after the Sailor Moon. And my first impression sa ending is pretty good. Lalo na yung kalaban nila. Yung Fox, Witch, yung characters na yun. Even, napakagaling nila eh. Ito na yung mismong Small Pedicure yung pinakang sikat, I think, 2012. Dahil dito talaga mas nag-upgrade na talaga ang pedicure ang time. From the colors to the characters to the how the story went, the story flows. Napakaganda. At doon naman sa ending, habang kinakalaban nila yung enemy, maganda yung pagka si Candy, yung cute na fairy. Ang cute ni Candy. Ikaw din nakikita ka din.
Tapos biglang naging 11th hour na Cure Harry yata, or si Cure-esque na, na heroine din.
Ang cute nila. Ang magandang part din kay Candy ay yun siya parang naging cure. Parang nagkaroon siya ng human form na gano'n. Ang cute niya. Yun na nga, habang kinakalaban na ng Band and Kingdom, habang kinakalaban na yung Akanbe, yung si Pierrot, Joken, Wolfram, Jirena, si Akaw. Hanggang, you know the impact of
pati yung bad end na cures. Yan yung
kung paano na kinukuha yung courage nila.
Doon naman natin na nagkaroon yung ulit ng na dark evil versions ng evil cures ulit. Kasi we have the bad end cures.
Yes.
Tapos yung
So, parang nililiglang nila.
para naalala ko din yung sa Dark Predator 5 before eh. Yan parang evil versions ng ni Dream. Tapos na yun
Parang bringing back nila yun para ma-add sa twist ng plot ng kwento, yung structure ng pagka-story. Yan nga yun, napaka-intense din doon. Parang gusto din lang na gano'n.
Tsaka at the same time din, doon yung season finale na kung saan nagkaroon yung first instance ng redeem mascots. Yun yung of course, Wolf Run. Para pave the way to the other mascots, yung mga redeemed mascots that came after them. So, we have more of them that later. So, yun, and then, doon yun sa part na yun, doon ako sabi ko part na, parang naala ko yung DX3 na All-Stars DX3 na movie. Yung sinino umiyak sina Miyuki. Doon ako nalungkot eh. Medyo hindi ko maalam. Ako lang to, medyo emotionless, but deep inside, talagang umiyak talaga ako mentally on them. Ang bunga ka niya mawawala si Candy.
Oo. Parang talagang yung part na umaangat na si Candy sa taas. Babalik na siguro sa kingdom. Paano maulit tayo sa kingdom niya?
Verherland. Ayun, Verherland.
Talagang, di sa part na yun, tapos na, parang end na lang story. Talagang, iyakan sila Millicate, yan, sila Kirsan, sila Philippines. Isipin mo yung friendship na talagsamahan nila. Kung how from clueless person na sumulati, mababago na itong sa kanya dahil yung Candy. And of course, the friendship they had shared with the other cures. Ano ba naman hindi masasaktan kapag iniwan ng pinaka-important friend mo, di ba? Talagang nasan ako ng balahibo dun sa part. Inside. Sadness. But at the end, really did a good job fighting the evil. Fighting and protecting the kingdom na pinapangalagaan ng Candy. Pero I think na marami na akong parts na nakalimutan since it's 2021.
Tapos yung sa epilogue, piniplay yun, yung parang yung group song ni na Miyuki, doon na-play. And then, parang the particular scene na kung saan nahulog si Candy doon sa kay Miyuki. And then yung final shot na yon, doon sila reunite.
Ganyan.
Ano to?
Akala mo yung end. Oo. Yung akala mo yung end nila. Yung pala yun lang yung magpapa-spice up pa ng kwento kahit yun yung ending. Parang ganun yung sa akin. But overall, this is one of my favorite endings and series in Philippines.
Sobra. So, next up yung naman sa finale naman ng Doki Doki. Ano yung impressions ito?
Yan. Regina. Regina is fighting along with Cures. She is in a Cure Art, her diamond, with a setback your sword. Mampila si Regina. Since hindi na siya parang control ng devil. Di ba nagpapalit-palit yung mata? Si Regina ay anak ni King...
Yes, Trump King. Si King Trump. Tapos na naging si King Selfish.
Ang pinaka natatawa ko dun sa part ng ending na yan, yung fighting scene.
Yung naging si Venom na, yung scene na kung saan...
Nagulat halos lahat.
What? Oo, nagulat talaga ako. Ha?
Parang, sinabi, Sento Kacho, ay naman. Yung part na yun, yung parang naka-live on radio or television.
Ba't may sinabi?
Tapat pa nung kaaway nila ng malaking, sobrang laking
si Proto-Selfish. Yung si Belle na naging Proto-Selfish.
Oo. Di ba naging si King Selfish siya dahil na rin
di ba kasi technically na brainwash si King Trump. Tapos at the same time, pinasa yung powers ni King Selfish naman kay Belle. So naging Proto-Selfish.
Oo. Yung princess na anak ni King Selfish, sa unang episode, sa naunang mga episode, nakita doon na parang nahati ata sa tatlo.
Oo.
Si Regina, si Cure Ace,
tsaka
yung
si Ai-chan. Oo, si Ai-chan.
Oo. Si Ai-chan. Siya din cute na fairy, napaka-chubby.
Ang cute niya
Yan si Regina. They live in different environment. Pero, alam mo si Cure Ace? Ang cute ni Cure Ace din,
Oo.
Kapag siya nasa normal form, ang cute na. Pero pagdating kapag transformation form, more mukha na niya yung princess.
Oo nga.
Since action ng princess.
Oo nga.
Di ba pranok yung princess yung heart niya sa dalawa? Selfish at saka yung...
Selfless. Ayun.
Doon sa may ending na sumigaw siya, nagulat ang lahat. Kaya sila pumasok sa loob, di ba? May King Selfish, kaya nila pumasok doon. Para i-unlock
yung parang sight niya.
Oo.
Di ba na-upgrade si Heart doon?
Habang nakikipaglaban sa labas yung mga kaibigan niya, siya, si Aida man na ata, tsaka si Regina ba yun? Pumasok doon sa loob, di ba? Para i-unlock. Pero pagdating doon sa loob, maraming obstacle na nangyari. May mga kaaway sa loob ni King Selfish. Kung parang... Ba nakabalot kayo si King Selfish yung parang black na...
parang black na sight na black na sight yun ang tinawag yun. Kasi that particular thing na naging magical na monster. Diba? But in the case of that, ayun. If I remember correctly. Tapos, ano, doon sa part na, yung, I think, nung si Belle na naging photo selfish, si Hart na upgrade. Diba?
Oh. Lalo siya na lumakas, of course. Mas natatalo na nila ang kalaban. At, yung parang, hirapan nata si Aida man ilagay yung susi dahil na rin marami nakahatlang. Ilagay naman yung susi. Parang naka-stuck ata yung hari doon sa malaking pusong may kandado, di ba? Parang yung pagiging selfish thoughts nung hari ay yung narinig nilang lahat. Tapos naman sa may part na ending na natalo na nilang kaaway, naligtas nila yung hari. Nagpakita si Princess, diba?
Oh, si Princess Marie.
Sa part niya. Yung parang sinabi niya na hindi na siya makakabalik dahil na rin sa nangyari. Nandiyan na si Regina at si Cure Ace para yung kapalit niya. Ano rin yung si Titan. So, habang nagsasalita siya, nagbibid goodbye na siya. Parang nag-fade palayo na siya doon sa may afternoon sun ba yun. Parang na-atras na siya na gano'n na nag-fade. Naman sa may bandang ending pagkatapos, di ba, pinagsabi, umiyak sila, di ba? Of course, sympathy na lungkot. And doon naman sa may pinaka-ending, yung kingdom, naging republic, tama?
Oo. And then si Joy naging president.
From monarchy to republic. Binuksan na rin yung portal doon na naghahati doon sa dalawa, dito sa dagat, di ba? Binuksan yung parang portal na yun para yung mga tao pwede makapunta ron at yung mga tao doon pwede makapunta nag-aaral, natuturo. Tapos, tatawa ko doon sa mahjong nun. Hindi ko alam kung parang Japanese traditional na ang kanda style ng mahjong o ano.
Parang Go. I think it's Go.
Oo. Yung naglalaro yung lolo ni Aida mo na, tsaka...
Si Sebastian.
Naglalaro lang gano'n. Para sa tingin ko, lagi ata natatalo yung hari ata eh. Kaya nagulat.
Checkmate. Checkmate. Well, medyo...
I think mas marami ako natatanda sa Doki Doki kaysa doon sa mga nakaraan. Kasi Doki Doki yung naging pangalawang pinanood kong anime Cure series tapos na Smile. So, I have a lot of memories dito sa Doki Doki. Ganda itong story na to. Talagang alam mo na. You can't resist to watch it. Talagang ang beses ko na atang inulit yung series na to. 3 beses na ata na nakakaang November. Ganda kasi yung story, yung plot, of course, ayos na ayos. Para naman yun, gusto mo pa idagdag sa Doki?
Diba na nung nagtalo si Belle doon, tapos naging daga na siya after na-purify siya ni Hart. Tapos natamang-tama na ako doon sa part na yun. Sabi ko, gano'n, yung pa rin yung real pa ni Belle. Naging daga.
Oo, naging daga siya.
Yung pa rin yung real pa ni Belle. Anyway. So, we're already done with Doki Doki and we go forward to Happiness Charge. So, ano yung impressions mo sa finale ng Happiness Charge?
I think Happiness Charge is the 10th anniversary, I think.
Oh, yun.
Am I right?
10th anniversary ng
10th anniversary. One decade of the Cure series. Yes. Ganda din yun eh. Yun yung season ng Pretty Cure kung saan mayroong mga pretty cure in different part of the world, from America to Hawaii to China, all the way to Japan. Kasi yung mga yun, kasi ano nga rin, mga characters na ito na yung sa may si Cure Princess, si Cure Lovely, sino pa nga yun, si Cure Honey, at saka
Si Fortune.
Yun, si Cure Fortune.
Yung part na yun, doon naggulat talaga yung nag-brainwash si Seiji Sagara. Ano pa ng brainwash? Wow! Isang helper na na-brainwash by, of course, kay ni Red. Doon nagulat. Talaga, I mean, no joke na. I love Seiji. He's one of my best boys in the show. And he really did his best to help out the Cure Starlight. But what the hell? Yung kasi nga, we titanong that selos talaga si Seiji kay Megami, and kay yung Blue. Di ba, parang nag-love triangle na nga. Sabi ko, ano na pinunod ko? Parang
Love triangle, akala mo yung Doon sa buong episode, yan lang ako natatawa dun sa parang sa love triangle.
Oo.
With your princess, okay, dun sa lalaki, sa Seiji.
Pero yun,
Dun sa nasa tren na ata sila, tsaka parang nagre-realize ni princess. Akala ko meron talaga akong lang. Parang ganun, parang wala siya may nakakamdaman siya doon. Pero parang, ano mo yun? Of course, kanina si Mana. Si
Megumi! Si Megumi!
Yun, si Megumi. Sorry. Mas tanda ko pa yung cure names nila kaysa sa human.
Okay. Pero yung part na yun na naglalaban talaga sina Lovely and Seiji. Kasi yung bigay mo siya ni Red ito si Seiji. And decided na...
Yun nga si Seiji, brainwash.
Oo. Sabi, what the heck?
Diba yung kaaway ata dun yung...
Ay, si Red?
Yung kapatid ni Blue.
Oo. Ayun, si Brad.
Yung parang gumawa na separate planet, pero yung kay Blue ay mas maunlad kasi doon sa kanya na namatay.
Yung pala na dahilan kung bakit nagaganyan si Red. Kasi, di ba, nagselos, nag-inggit. Tapos ginamit pa si Cure Mirage. Tapos I think sina Oreski. And
Kasi Cure
then,
Mirage yung para saintess ata doon.
oo.
Para saintess sa shrine.
Pati si Fan, ginamit din ni Red. Tapos, bigyan nagkaroon ng human form. Tapos,
muna.
doon ko na nare-realize ito pala that Fan, si Cure Love, pati si Fan ay isa. And doon na another instance of having a redeemed mascot, mascot fairy doon. Pero sa finale talagang napaka-intense din, especially sa part na nag-upgrade si Lovely. Tapos nag-round 101 sila ni Red.
Yes. Lakas talaga ni Megumi, ano?
Oo nga eh. Ang lupit talaga.
Lakas niya. Lain mo yun. Isang parang God din na katulad ni Blow na talo.
Tinalo.
Hours na ng critically.
Tinalo na yung isang Cure. So like, wala binatpat si Red eh. Nung pinaon ko na yan eh. Kasi
may pagkayabang pa si Red.
Oo. Kasi that time...
Sipin mo, nagmayabang. Natalo si...
Ang yabang kasi. Ayun, natalo siya. Pero hindi siya na-purify talaga. Parang tinalo siya as in ni Lovely.
Oo. At that same scene, on that, I think sumunod na episode, yung episode pa rin yun, yung parang batiin na silang dalawa, diba? Parang i-restore sama si Blue yung planet ni Red para magkaroon din ng life, diba? Nakita rin natin dito sa part na yun. Kasundo yung dalawa. Of course, tapos na ang laban. Ligtas na sa CG. And doon sa isang part na nasa balik na ulit sa normal lahat. Holy. Magical stones yun, di ba? Cure stone.
Ay, parang crystal. Crystal yun. Not. Tapos parang memento nila yun eh. Memento ni Blue to kina Megumi.
Kinalat niya. Yun part. Hindi ko alam kung anong ginawa nila doon ng Megumi. Hinagis pa doon sa ilog o nikip na lang nila for themselves as the memory of the cure, I guess. Tapos, yung part na rin na yun, bumalik na rin sa normal ang parang Sky Kingdom nga ba yun?
Ay, ang Blue Sky.
O saan galing si Cure Princess.
Oo, parang bumalik yun sa normal din dun yung Blue Sky.
Yun yung happiest part ng kwento. Resto yung kingdom. May tanaw yun ni Cure Princess yung nanay at tatay. Congrats sa narating na milestone. Cure Princess from clumsy and hopeless princess to one of the most powerful predictor that we have seen, diba? They have no other cures. They remain friends. The most, I think, from the beginning of the cure, the most valuable thing marang going down ng pedicure is friendship or how friendship really is, diba? Kung parang tumitibay yung friendship mo if have better understanding of each other.
Totoo.
Kudos dun sa 1 decade and year first charge because it is another milestone again for pedicure, diba?
Oo, tama.
Another milestone para baguhin yung kwento, baguhin yung story para hindi kagaya ng mga old ones. From that time, hanggang ipinush mo na yung isa pang invest na para doon. At ano din yung masasabi mo dito? Marinig ko yung episode, diba? Kasi halos lahat na pinag-usapan.
At dyan din yung sa finale yun, yung pinakaunang Battle Pass. So yung pinakaunang Battle Pass was from Lovely to Flora.
Yan ang pinakaunang Battle Pass. Battle Pass. And nagsimula yung papalit-palit ng
palipad ng ng leader.
From one another to other. Parang alam mo yung mga chapters, diba? May kanya-kanyang page yun, kanya-kanyang laman. Parang from that page, turn another page, diba?
Parang new chapter na do era ng ng Precure. So yun. Overall, napapaganda na yun, no? Yung finale ng Happiest Charge. And, nonetheless, and, usually sabi ko, napakalupit talaga ni Lovely. Wala akong masabi. Wala akong masabi kay Lovely. Sobra.
At saka isa din dun sa may dadagdag ka sa Happiest Charge, hindi lang yung sa ending, kundi doon sa kwento. Yung pagdating ni Cure Honey, diba? Ang dami yun. Pagdating ni Cure Honey na paglaban, tapos habang kinakatay. Diba yun yung tono mo? Diba? Tuwan-tuwa sila din sa kanta, sabi Tapos, di ba, parang hapon na yun doon sa part na yung steps.
Oo.
Sinabi bigla yung kaibigan ni Megumi na gustuhan niyo ba yung kanta kong ginawa? Tapos, napaisip, kanta mong ginawa. Tapos napaisip, what? Kanta mo, di ba parang nagulat sila? Yung pala si Cure Honey. Gawa niya yung pose niya habang siya nasa human form.
Si you, Omar. Ayun.
Nagulat silang dalawa sa pinag-save.
Ayan. Grabe. Anyways.
Tama doon sa part din.
Sige. Go on.
Doon sa part ni sinungaling yun, si Cure Fortune. Parang bad impression sa God. Dahil doon sa kanyang reaction doon kay Cure Princess, doon sa una kaya ako nagkaroon din ng bad. Alam mo yan? Parang bad. May pagka-bad encounter ba? This is story. Masyadong dinadang. Okay. I think it's time to go to the next series.
Ayan, let's go moving on to yung finale naman ng Go Princess. So, what do you think about yung itong finale?
Oh yeah. Go Princess to the Cure. Very pinakang favorite series. Of course, Cure Flora, Cure Mermaid, Cure Twinkle, Cure Starlight. Ano sa kanya? Sa tingin ko na tayo nakikipaglaban sila doon sa mundong yun, na-restore na yung kingdom. Of course, the upgrade of powers again. Kaming kinalaban. Nabuksan na yung susi din yung parang isang kinulong ata yung mga dream ng mga tao.
Oo.
Sa kingdom.
Speaking of that talaga,
Parang may malaking door dun, di ba?
Yeah, parang sobrang yung particular scene sa one of the episodes in the finale arc. Itong si Yona, of course, my forever best sparring character from, of course, Cure, and basically one of the best helper talaga up to this day. Sobrang wow, just wow. My God, Yuri is really something.
It's really wow. Talagang
wow.
Well,
She made me.
na-save na nila yung na-save na nila yung kingdom. Ibalik na yung kapangyarihan sa kingdom. Kaaway naman yung nagkahasip na naging sa earth. Sa mismong paaralan, yung parang islang tabi ata ng paaralan kasi parang malapit sa dagat yun, di ba?
Dorm kasi yun.
Oo,
school.
yung dormitory nila.
Oo. Pero
yun, sa part na yun.
nililipin na haro-haro yung identity sila in front of the people. Ibig sabihin, medyo, speeches, walang, kasi siya lang talaga yung nakakaalam about the Cure, her teammates.
Yun doon sa part din na yun kung saan yung away alam mo yung mga vine na itim.
Oo, yes.
Purple vine.
Yes.
Yung kumalat talaga hanggang doon sa gusali mismo. Dahil na rin
parang absurd yun, yung power of despair sa mga tao. Even si Yuri hindi nakaligtas na naman. Oh my God, not again. What the hell?
Akala nila panalo na sila. Yung pala, boom.
Oh my God, not again. Pero, diba?
Tapos, that particular time, those 4 cures, si Flora, mga yan, cannot do anything but to reveal to the world, to the her classmate to the teachers, sila yung Princess Cures, transform in front of them. Diba? Talagang,
Tapos in-explain
yung lalaki,
si Yuki.
oo. Yung lalaki doon na, Flora ka, yung parang kailan. Gulat na gulat siya na siya.
Si Yuki nagulat. Yun sabi ko. Nga, parang naalala ko sa Fresh kasi. Di ba nag-reveal sila Peach doon? Sa parents nila. Di ba? That pretty reminds me of that way. Pero sa girlfriends, wow, iba yun.
Iba yung, ito yung parang second time na nag-reveal ang Pretty Cure, yung main cures sa mga tao na sila yun, diba? Parang gano'n.
Tapos explain talaga
yung kaklase, yung tanda mo yung naka-braid na blue hair na babae na nakasalamin na kaibigan ng Flora.
Oo.
Yun. Diba parang sinabi mo dun, parang nanginginig na Flora, diba? Tapos napatingin yung lalaki doon sa babae. Tapos, alam mo na ba ito simula pa noon? Parang gano'n. Parang kinakabahan yung babae. Tapos sinabi na nga ng babae na sila na, yung puprotekta ng mga pangarap nila.
Yes, yun. Doon ka pala explain.
Oo. Ni-explain. May parang may pagka-narrator.
Kasi ang galing ni Yui kasi. I really thought na medyo tama na maging helper siya. Pero of course, she's just like kay Seiji. But unlike the former, she's not into physical fights, but more taga-evacuate ng mga tao doon when there's a Zetsuborg somewhere.
Tapos, din sa part na, di ba, in-explain na niya. Kung sa Delicious Party, mayroon tayong mga narrator ngayon. First time na nag-narrate ng story.
Oo, yes.
Parang doon sa part na yun lang yung part na nag-narrate lang yung babae, dun kung sino nga ba sila. In-explain niya.
Yes, in-explain talaga ni...
Yung dreams nila. Tapos dito sa part na yun, nung nagtakbuhan na silang yung apat na cures, makbo na rin yung prinsipe.
Si Kanata.
Ivan at saka si
Wishamur.
Kanata, at saka yung...
Si Wishamur.
At saka si Pafu.
Si Pafu.
Tapos nagsalita yung aso na yun. Tapos nagulat yung babae na disagree dati na nagsasalita siya. Diba? Sa part na yun, nagulat siya na nagsasalita yung aso. Hindi na alam from the first na sila talaga yung mga magical creature. Napaka-intense yung laban doon, ano?
Super intense, grabe.
Yung kaaway.
Sila.
Yung nakasombrerong puti ata.
Sila. I think si Shot. Pero si Shot talaga kaka-read din pala ni Shot eh. So, I think sila Lock and Close, pati sina Stop and Freeze. Sila na nakakalaban ni na Flora eh. And then, I think andyan si Despair. And, tapos ina-absorb yung power of Despair sa kanya eh. That's nung natatalo talaga sina Flora, of course kinulong sina Yui to the Despair cage, into the Despair cages. Na yun, lagi gumagawa, and as always, that Yui always finds a way. Diba? Actually, hindi siya papayag na makulong siya forever. that time na yun, I wanna, Yuri really said that I wanna fight with Haru and the others, even though I don't have any physical fight whatsoever. I just wanna fight alongside them. Yan yung sinabi ni Yuri. And that part na, in a mental state na, sinira yun, no? Despair cage on her own. Can you imagine that? Just with your own willpower. One of my favorite moments from that finale.
Kilala din natin si Flora, talagang palaban yan. Talagang gagawin niya kung ano kailangan gawin. Talagang wala makakatulog sa kanya, wala makakatulog sa kanya. Kahit na siya yung linlangin kung linlangin, hindi siya malilinlang agad-agad. Siya doon niya mag-princess, diba? That time, she needs to protect what she values the most, diba? Kaya siya yung naging paborito kong character, si Cure Flora.
I love her, Flora talaga.
Hindi lang yung pagka-personality niya, kundi yung parang how she managed to do that thing, protect, she had courage, gawin lahat ng nakakaya. Protect not just her dream, but other people's dream, diba? I am really impressed sa kanya, at saka doon sa tatlo pa niyang kasama. Talagang napaka-epic. Talagang ang Go Princess Pedicure ay pinaka-ibang iba sa halos lahat ng mga nag-cures na palabas. Talagang mas level up to. Level up yung konti.
Tapos yun tinalo, nag-upgrade sila with the Grand Princess forms, tapos tinalo yung si Despair. And that part, tapos bigla na lang dumating si Close. Tapos gusto nila kalabanin si Flora. Kaya and then at the same time na naglaban sila ulit on that part na of course all alone. And then technically tinalo na si Close, pero not totally purified. But much like yung kay Despair before him, that Close was defeated by, of course, by peaceful means, and may sinabi ni si Flora na Despair will never disappear, and for us all, as Despair itself appears, there is always hope. So that was one of the most powerful messages that of course na coming from the season and from the Cure series in general. Napakagandang mensahe.
Message of love, friendship, and courage. At saka yung message nila na protect your dreams no matter what happens. Ito ipakating ng buong series. Even may despair o pagdadalawang isip, you need to really focus on what your dream is. Ano gusto mo pangarapin sa buhay. Yun yung magandang moral story.
Yes.
Because naikot yung kwento on dream sa pangarap.
Yes.
And I think let's go to the next.
Umiyak talaga nung yung sa last set of parts talaga nung ayos na si Towachi. And yun na nga sobrang lungkot ko noon. And of course, na yung epilogue, yung time skip na epilogue na sinasabi ko, na kung sabi sina Haru holding their crystallized just of kiss. And we will see, and also
parang silang din yung na magkakaibigan, silang apat, magkakalayo na siguro sila. Sa iba't ibang mga lugar na silang apat. more mature na si Flora dun sa scene na nandun siya sa burol.
Tapos makikita natin yun, no, yung picture book na ginawa ni Yuri. Sabi ko, oh my God, that's good. Di pa ako handa sa another emotional punch din. Grabe. Sobrang ganda yung epilogue ng Go Princess, and I really love it so much. Sobra.
Napakaganda. So, next na, siguro.
Yeah. Wow, itong Mahot Sakai. Nako! Ayan na naman! The Pills Fest! Okay. What is your impression about sa finale ng Mahot Sakai?
Mahot Sakai critically one of the greatest, one of my favorite series, of course. Alam naman natin dyan sa Mahot Sakai, yung gagamit sila ng crystal para magbago ng kapangyarihan at forms. Napakaganda nun, lalo yung sa opal, yung sapphire, yung ruby. Dami yung mga yan. Yung sa part na
Yung part na nung finale, tapos of course sa outer space na naman sila this time dito sina Miracle, we got it against Zeus Mask, and of course para naalala ko tuloy yung Max Hard, grabe. Nung pinanood ko nung part na
part na
yung part na naging si Felice, kasi di ba si Felice kasi parang inherit kay mother ba papa. Sobrang oh my God, yung pala yun. Parang naalala ko tuloy yung Max Hard on that scene. Tapos, nung natatala na sila Miracle doon, di ba nag-upgrade sila, and then they use the rainbow carriage, if I'm not mistaken, para tawag dito, how we call it, to unleash yung pinaka-upgraded form. Of course, I think si Mother or Papa to take against Zeus Blast. And then, nung matalo si Zeus Blast, ayun, doon nagkakaroon ng that scene when of course na deform, the transforms in a Mirai, and then of course the two words that's supposed to be connected with each other are about to get separated na. Sabi ko, oh my God, ayun pa, nagulat, sabi ko, ha? What? That's it. After yung finale, maghihiwalay yung sila Mira Rico.
Hindi nga nakalungkot din. Isa the part na maghihiwalay sila. Parang the long time na magkasama sila. With different worlds, with different abilities, with different personalities. Separated na ulit. After those memorable fighting and memorable things na nangyari sa kanila, diba? Yung mga part niya yun, nakalungkot. They are separating at I think meron silang ginawang promise sa isa't isa.
Ito ko nalungkot kasi there were the inseparable. Tsaka that was yung sa epilogue portion na yun. Di ba nag-cash yata si Mirai. And
nagkahiwalay sila.
That part, tapos naman si Rico naman yung naging...
Wait lang. Wait lang. May natatandaan ako. Yung parang high school o college na siguro si Mirai. Parang nag-wish siya gabi yun, di ba? Nakakita siya ng stick doon sa same park kung saan sila nagkita ni Rico. Sa park na. Parang nalulungkot siya na iyak. Dahil sa biglang nagpakita ulit si Rico, di ba?
No, umiyak. Muntik.
Yung guro niya.
Di ba muntik ka na umiyak?
Nakuha, napaka-emotional yung part na yun. Alam mo yung part na nakita silang muli. Tapos, yung stick na hawak ni Mirai, naging one ulit na dati niyang gamit. Napakasaya ng part na yun. Tapos, nagpapintuan sila, nakita ulit sila nila Felice, di ba?
Oo. Parang tears of joy din yun eh. Di ba?
Oo. Nakita, ito yung coincidence. Sa unang episode, si Rico at si Mirai nagkita dun sa same part na yun.
Yun.
While the moon is full, yung full moon, the brightest it can get. Hindi sa may pandang part na ending ng moon din na full moon. Pakaliwanag ng gabi niya. Tanda ko din, hawak-hawak niya rin si Mofuro na wala ng buhay, di ba? Parang balik ulit sa normal naman niya. Doon na rin bumalik si Mofuro. At cute ng part na yan. Alam mo, talagang... Tapos, habang... Ito naman si Felice, habang nakain sila ng favorite nilang donut din sa may
Melon bread yata. I think it's melon bread.
Oo. Yung melon pan, yung paborito nila melon pan. Yung kinakain nila din sa part na yun, so parang mayroong...
Ayun.
Parang bakery on the wheel. Yung melon pan na yun. Then, parang ginamit ni Felice yung parang magic book, yung gamit nila. Saan nakatira si Felice yung dati, yung siya yung maliit na favorite pa lang. Ginamit niya para bumalik ulit yung tatlong niya sa parang dati nilang age, yung dati nilang height, di ba? Tapos nagpakita yung kalaban, kinukuha yung mga matatamis. Diba?
I see, Doko Roxy. I think parang kaluluwa yata ni Doko Roxy yata yung nag-absorb. Tapos biglang dumating si Whip doon kasi nag-cameo siya doon.
Oo. Tapos nag-teleport muli silang dito sa Magic World. Nagulat lahat. Yung hinahabol din sa kantin, kinukuha din mo. Nung kaaway yung wakin dito ng mga pagkain.
Oo nga
Nagtaon din yung ate si Rico na nandun sa form na bata. Nakalipo siya na pala si Rico. Kung na-teleport na uli, habang hinahabol nila yung kaaway, napadaan sila doon sa isang lugar na yon. At yun pala yung next season. Kira-kira.
Yun, kira-kira.
Yung bakery.
Ayun, kira-kira pati si Rin. Ayun.
Diba?
Nag-cameo tapos...
Yung parang may pagka-button pass na agad bago yung mismong button pass.
Doon natatawa sa button pass ni Nanay, Miracle and Rip Sabi niya, oh, you're from earlier, sabi niya. So, tapos napapakilala si Rip to the audience. Tama yun.
Nawan na nung pang tinapay na kamukha ni Mofuro, di ba? Tapos lumabas na ulit sila, hinabol na ulit na kaaway. Nakita ulit nila eh. Tapos parang sinabi papa ni Cure dun na thank you for coming to our game show. Parang gano'n nata yung part niya. Tapos hinabol na ulit. Fix na nila yung problem pa. Nakatawa yung itsura ng kalaban. Ang ngipin. Parang pagka-ikip. Parang yung, alam mo yung kapag yung cavity, yung gano'n. Parang ang lakas na sweet tooth ng tao. Yung pala natandaan nung principal nung sa kabilang world na paborito nga pala yung kaibigan niya yung matatamis na pagkain.
Favorite para rin ni Kushi.
I think may nakalimutan ako doon sa mga part na yun. I think doon sa part na yun nakita ulit si Rico, si Mirai, basically din sa principal's office dun sa Magical World. Parang sinabi, yung dating kaaway ay parang naging teacher na ata.
Ay, sina Bati. Yeah. That's Bati.
Tapos nagulat yung principal. Nagulat yung principal, ano? Parang ganun, yung sinabi nila, yung sitwasyon na tindaan ng principal, yun nga yung nangyari. Tapos na na-fix na nila yung problem, yung dun sa sweet tooth nung ating kaibigan na ng principal. Of course, di mawala yung scene na yun kung saan sumakay sila ng parang carriage ata yun. Carriage.
Tren yata.
Habang nagbabagsak ng melon pan doon sa mga dati nakakilala, sa mga friends nila, sa dating teacher. Nakita, dumaan din sila doon sa may high school, dati na high school, di ba? Talagang. Tapos din doon sa part na yan, yung bolang kristal, diba? Yung sa panang uhula. Sinabi, may bagong profesya. Parang gano'n. Tapos, alam na namin kung sino ang susunod na principal. Tapos sinabi ng principal, sino? Si Rico.
Rico
Sino ka magiging next principal ng school? Gulat na gulat yung principal.
Kaya nga eh.
Nakasakay na sila ng flying carriage nung pinakita yung scene na yun na talagang ulit-ulit ko kasi ako natatawa. Sumigaw pa ata yung kakuha yung principal ko na.
Natatawa tuloy ako. Anyway, pero
Pero
overall talaga sa roller coaster emotions at tumawad sa kay grabe. Ano pa naman yung feel talaga. Pero seryoso, very pure emotional and kind of bittersweet. Pero at the end talaga very sweet din yung ending, yung conclusion, and at least reunited sina Rirai. Ang sweet, diba?
parang sila lang uli yung naging parang double trio, diba? Double to trio na group sa particular after ata ng Futaro. Yun parang ang binalik na ulit sa partner niya parang Futaro Fox Heart. Tapos dahil tatlo ulit sila.
Oo. Okay, we gotta moving on to the next season, that is Cure Starlight. So, ano yung masasabi mo yung sa finale, yung sa Cure finale?
It's a great finale din. May pagka-emotional, may pagka-happy. Yes, sino nga ulit yun? Si Donut naman. Yung fairy.
Si Pecorin.
Yung Pecora.
Pecorin.
Pecorin niya.
Pecorin.
Kanya Pecorin. Parang dun sa part parang brainwash na sa lahat. Ito din yung Cure brainwash.
Oo.
Yun yung parang saddest thing na yun yung parang first time ata na mga Cure side ng brainwash halos lahat sila. Si Pecorin na lang yung natitirang natatag dun. Alam ko na ito. Sinigaw yung names ng Cures at saka yung pagpapahalaga niya doon sa food. Yung donut na ba yun?
Ano yung donut?
Sabi pinapanood nung lima yung scene na yun na parang habang sila nakabrainwash. Parang slowly parang bumabalik sila sa dati. Kung nangyagalig na yung mga words ng Pecorin. Ang una atang bumalik ay si Cure Whip. Cure Whip pero dyan sa word ng Japan si Whip. Doon na. Parang nag-transform na si Pecorin bilang Cure Donut. Cure, ano nga ulit yun?
Cure Pecorin!
Yun, Cure Pecorin. cheat niya. She fight alongside with the Cures habang nakatrain yung show. Unti bumabalik yung Cure habang tuloy na nang tinatalo yung kalaban nila. From the outer space, umikot na ganyan, di ba?
Pero sa kinagkaaman dito sa Earth. Pero mostly sa Earth talaga yung final battle talaga yung most season finale nito. Ito sa but Kira is no exception. And that part na again 11th hour itong si Peko Raylin doon pala, di ba nag-ano yan? Ano yun yung tawag dito? Ni-restore yung, kumbaga, yung ano yun? Unconscious niya yung mga cures and everything. Tapos, di ba tapos I think si Inicio yata yung kalaban nila and he wants to take over the world with the Kira Rus. Unfortunately, hindi siya nagtagumpay talaga. Well, thanks to, of course, kay Pecorin. And I think na-purify na siya on that point.
That point. Dun sa ending ay yung part na hiwa-hiwalay yung mga Cures. While si Cure Whip ang magpapatuloy ng legacy ng Dracula pati siya sa ibang bansa, I think. Ay halos lahat sila nag-different ways nila. Mature na sila. Ang huling sila ata ay Cure Whip ay nasa isang African ba yung lugar? Kasi masyadong brownish yan yung lugar.
I think. I think.
Nalo yung kira-kira pati siya.
Oo.
While yung others siya may iba-iba na karin na tinataha. Isasayang ko. Modern.
Of course, Himari, si Scientist, si Gelaton, si Aucha naman, Rocker, I think si Yugari naman parang I think Model, and si Akira naman, Doctor. And si Shell naman, of course, may sarili din siya, pati siri with, Rio, and of course, Bibery. Pero nagkaroon ng another emotional punch din. And of course, hindi mawawala sa season finale episode kung wala ang cameo ng Cure Leader. Of course, in the case sa Kira alam mo si Whip naman. Ay, si Yell naman. Si Yell.
Yes. And then, may dagdag ko rin sa Kira. I don't know why so many people see Kira as one of the bad Cure series. I think sa yun ang nababalitaan ko bata sa pero my perspective, it's decent naman din. It's a decent story, but different way. Napanood ko na rin yung opinion ng isa sa mga kasama natin sa Puerto. So for me, it's a decent story. It's, I think, nag-lack lang ng structure ng story kasi parang may pagkakulang ng konti yung story. But, it's a great story on how protected the place, protected the food they love. Gelato, yung short cake. Ang pinakagusto ko nga yun yung may yung si may pagka-rabbit, si Parfait may pagka-unicorn. Tama ba? Parang
Pegasus.
represent ng bawat food yung
Mm-mm.
pagkain. Yung gelato o tiger, diba?
Mm-mm.
Yung nakikita ko, pero hindi ko makakalimutan sa series ng yung Secure Gelato.
Mm-mm.
Yung gulat yung mga kasama niya na abihis siya na ang prinsesa.
Ayan, nagulat talaga. Na, saan mo makikita yun yung isang legit na rocker na sumusod ng dress and at the same time na nagper-perform on stage na rock music ng nag-play, no? To a very formal na event, di ba? Isang social na event, tapos rock music din pala yung nagtumugtog. Di ba?
Nandot na nakalipstick pa. Ako pa makinang-kinang ng konti yung labo dun sa scene na yun. Nabo pa ng kanta na.
Yun nga eh. But overall talaga napaka-decent naman yun conclusion ng
Go to the next series.
ng Cure Mode. And yeah. So, moving on to the next one, that is Hugdo. So, ayan naman tayo with the feels, yo. Wala tayong magagawa tayo dyan. So, ano impressions mo sa Hugdo finale?
As usual, alam naman natin silang lahat nagkipaglaban for right, justice, and freedom. And good against evil. Alam naman natin yun. Mas nilabutan ako dun sa part na Alice na si Cure, Amor, wala si Mashiro sa past, sa babalik sa future.
Mm-mm.
Yung may lungkot na nagkakaroon mo. Pangdam mo.
Oo, ang lungkot talaga. Sobra talaga. Pero yung one particular... Sige. Yung one particular scene na kung sa, di ba, ang kalaban ni Nayer is si George Kurai. And ano naman natin si George Kurai is napaka-manipulative na na badly. Gusto niya i-freeze yung time. And never seeing the future. Kahit isang, even the trace of the future. Pero, at that time talaga sobrang pure of epic proportions itong finale ng Hugdo. And I thought that it was so amazing given that it was celebrated as the 15th year ng Cure series. But of course, syempre naman na natin na lahat ng everybody in sa Hugumi City naging Cure, like wow. But even si Henry and Masato, di ba, naging Cure din. Pero I think si Henry naging si Cure Infinity.
Kasi masasabi ko sa ending, yung part na nasa future na sila. Parang in modern days na si Curiel ay meron ng company na siya nagpaparin. Akala ko mature na sila lahat, diba? Yung secure yung yellow.
Si Etwal. Skater din, I think. Si Etwal.
Yellow Cure na yan.
Si Homer.
Napagpatuloy niya yung skating career niya. Si Cure Angie.
Si Angie.
Naging doktor. Ang ganda ng part niya. Tapos, pang nakagalang, para naka-peace sign si Mana dun sa office na nakangiti na mature na mature. Marami siya naging, siya yung may maraming impact sa buong, para sa lugar, sa mundo yun, di ba? Parang dami nagbago sa technology, marami nagbago sa appliances, dahil sa kumpanya. So, tapos biglang sumigaw yung parang assistant na, bakit ka nandito? Ano dahil kung patay na ka? Para buntis pa.
Oo, buti si Hana nun.
Oo. Tapos on that particular time, magle-labor na si Cure. Siyempre, nung nabalitaan nila Homer, at saka na Cure Angie, nag-rush agad sila, diba, sa hospital. I think si Cure Angie naman yung nag-operate na, diba, laboring process. Habang si Homer naman yung nagsabi parang, encouraging.
Taga-encourage ta.
Hanggang sa may paanak na si Cure tumawag nga ba?
Si Hagtan, or si Hagtan, or si Hagumi. Yun ang yung pinalalaki, yun sa, anak ni Hana.
Talagang, ang ganda. On that particular day. Parang doon sa isang part na yun, may lalaki na takbo ata sa dalang bulaklak. Ano ba? Sino na ganun?
Manaman talaga si George yun.
Tapos, nangalay, panganak na. Nagtawa nga naman. Natin nakasama pala yung iba natin emotional, natin happy siya. Without knowing na pala ay si failing human na tumulong sa kanila in the past as a kid. So kaysa din sa tinasan din ako ng balasido na nakita mo din your Ashery, si Amor.
Tapos naging kid version na siya. Diba? Parang baligtad talaga. As in. Sabi ko,
Intention part, yun ako, parang ka lang pakiramdam sa part ng story, yung Mashery. Kasi baka sa nag-cure love, di ba?
yes.
Sa hagto.
Yes.
Yung nag-share sila sa isang device.
Tapos biglang, oh my God, no? Ang bittersweet talaga yung ending nila. Sobrang, like, mapapalungkot talaga. As in.
Kasi mas nilevel up nila dahil sinama din nila yung mga dating Kirsten sa scene na yun. 16 years ata o 15 years ng particular mga panahon na yun.
Oo.
Talagang ipinush din nila yung season na yun. Yung gawin na taking gilig to kasi sa ibang mga nagdaang secure series. Sabi talagang at sino man yun nag-direct, sino man ang gumawa ng art ng anime. Kasi pa-iba-iba kada taon yun. Doon pa rin yung moral ng kwento. Talagang matututunan ka pagkatapos yung series. Diba?
Yes.
Kaya ikaw naman, ano yung sabihin sa hag? Ang impression din sa hagto.
Grabe ang gagaling nila, sobra. I'm not gonna lie, sobra.
Ano na yung mga siyempre voice actors din sa kanila?
Yes. They actually give it all as in. Talaga, they gave of it just to entertain and to, kumbaga, they want learn learn something new din. And para feel they wanna convey human message to the audience. Kasi, of course, there are also human din.
Alas yung mas may kanya-kanyang moral value of the baby.
Talagang sobra. And I kept it. Of course, we had a cameo then. The usual cameo with this K-Star. Sobra. Something looking... almost... Yes, Star. Sobra exciting. Something to look forward to. And we're sobrang... This one makes me excited for kasi to Star Twinkle. And speaking of Star Twinkle, what is your first impressions on its finale?
My impression sa finale. Napaka-intense ng labanan nila sa space. Ano mo yun? Yung part, yung parang sa ata sa mga installation princess pala yung kaaway.
Yung si Darkness, di ba? Di ba yung parang tinidor na siya by the Star Princesses before the season start. Tapos, ano nangyari talaga? Ano nangyari is, nag-disguise siya as a bad guy. Parang feeling parang na-disguise yata siya eh. Tapos
Saka din doon sa part ng labanan nila, parang nawalan na ata ng kapangyarihan yung device na gamit nila.
Oo. Tapos alam masaklap yan. Tinamaan si Fuwa. Bakit si Fuwa pa? Diba? Kapag ganito, talaga magulat ka talaga when it comes to mascots. And sabi ko, ano ba naman, bakit si Fuwa pa? Ba't kala ko namatay eh. Feeling ko na bigla like, I think she's taking the hit kung di ako nakakamali by that freaking hell being from Princess of Fishes. And gano'n naman yung powers in Hikaru. So, and it was so sad na nawala si Fuwa. I mean, tinamaan at the same time nawala dahil doon. Tapos, yung part na there are sila Hikaru, Lala, Elena, Madoka, and Yuni. They were inside a dark place. Tapos doon pala kumanta sila ng henshin music nila.
Yung transformation song nila?
Oh. Shino chikara de akogare wo watashi egayo parang nag-arrange piano, kaya piano arrangement.
May yung music baga nila doon sa pati may pagka-mellow.
Oo, pero mellow. And
parang ramdam mo yung lungkot nila. Kasi on that time, feel hopeless na sila eh, dahil yung device. Parang wala na silang chance eh. Inis na buo yung courage nila, din bumalik ulit yung power for temporary time.
Tapos doon pa lang nanatala na si Darkness. With the help of course, Capard. And, I don't know, technically, tinala niya si Darkness. But not in the sense na hindi siya na-purified. And at the same time naman, na kinonfront niya sina Hikaru. And, di ba nung nagsabi na she wanna wipe the whole entire universe. something was very dark, very dark and but very kind of parang ano eh, parang very timely. Then they wanted to destroy the world, they wanted to destroy the universe. Kasi ganit, napakasama yung mga ano dyan, yung mga not just humans but even aliens as well. But that time that Princess Officius was being confronted by Hikaru, and one, of course, she said na, do you want to explore the universe? And do you want to go back to the Star Princess? Sabi niya, pero sabi niya, of course, no thanks, kasi she wanted to do it all on talaga. And since parang nag-excommunicated na siya from, of course, from that group, and umalis tuloy siya. And yung epilogue part, wait, before the epilogue, Lord, before that, kasi di ba, I think nasa panaginip sila, nasa dream yata si, na nanaginip, tulog yata si Hikaru that time. And napanaginipan nila na si Lala, si Elena, and then Madoka, and then Yuni, hangover pa sa racket. Tapos, kaya lang, di ba, dumating yung one of the, an army yata of Notre. And then, at the same time, parang, tapos nag-henshin sina Hikaru. And, halos natatala na sila until dumating I think si Grace. Ayan, si Nodokachi. Yan, and they helped naman. She helped naman yung Star Trickle team to defeat the Notre. And after natatalo yung mga Notre, nag-thank you si Hikaru to Nodokachi. And sabi niya, someday we might meet again in the future. Parang gano'n yung sinabi ni Hikaru to Nodokachi. Tapos yung panaginip pala yun.
Isa din sa mga napansin ko dun sa ending. Alam mo yun.
Pero feeling kakaiba talaga.
Alam mo yung scene sa episode 1? Parang binabalita sa TV gano'n na sa spaceship pala.
Oo. Yes.
Pinulit dun sa ending part na yun pala yung part na yun pala ay si Hikaru pala yung nandun sa spaceship.
Oo. Kasi she wanted to... Kasi she wanted to see Lala again. Kasi hiwala na sila, sabi ko, yung speak of Lala, yung sa scene na before siya umalis, nawala yung parang yung star colored pendant na parang udyok sa kanya to speak the human language. And unfortunately, she's no longer that. Pero before yun na nga eh. And at the same time na nagsabi ng thank you to Hikaru. Pero abiyit na broken yung pagkasalita ng human language. Doon ako nalungkot talaga, sobra.
Yun din. Din ko nalungkot sa particular scene na si Jocelyn ay isang chairman na ata o part ng mission na yun. Parang siya nito sa headquarters ng parang Japanese space ganun. Tapos yung Soleil naman ay ang trabaho ng translator, diba?
Yes.
Tapos ipinakita din sa scene bago lumipad yung rocket. Kung sina Lala at saka si Yuna na nag-uusap ko sa planet na yun. Planet na yun, nag-uusap sila. Si Yuna ay naging leader na ng planet na yun, diba?
Oo.
While si Lala naman ay matured na rin siya. Tapos parang sinabi ata ni Yuna na parang may mapabalik siguro sa tapos lumipad na nga yung spaceship dito na rin. Tapos nandun na siya sa kalawakan sa akin. I will do my promise. Parang gano'n na. I will see you again na nung ako mas na parang inatake ng emosyon na parang wala silang balahibo na naiintindihan yung emosyon na parang you are desperate to see your friend that are in another planet.
Oo. Ibang klase talaga yung bond between Hikaru and Lala kasi. When you get reminds me, para lala ko lang yung sinabi ko na about kay Mary and Rico na nag-separate. Tapos ito naman kay kina Hikaru and Lala, ganun din. Pero a bit in different case.
Ako sa tingin ko ay mas emotional yung ending na to. Parang doon ako mas naging emotional dahil na kung pagka-plot na ending na how they structure the ganun din ba na the same way na na-film din to sa ending ng matanong ko lang.
Ano yun?
Yun din ba yung na-film din sa starting ko ng mga oras na yun, parang napaka-emotional na ending.
Oo. Yes.
Bye. Bye ba dating yung ending na kasi?
Kaya nga
It is unique.
Sobrang again, it gives me another, not emotional punches, and talagang wala akong masabi kundi full of feels, full of parang bittersweet yung ending. Pero full sense of hope and expectations to the future talaga. Very klase din yung Star Twinkle. So we're gonna moving on to the second to last past mid-season Cure season finale. That is hitting good. Ano masasabi mo sa first left sa finale na hitting good?
Napaka-intense din ang labanan doon. Doon still sa parang kaaway na parang germs, kumbaga. Dahil sinisira na lang yung nature sa yung kapaligiran, of course. Kasi naman talaga, doon umiikot yung story. Ang intention naman ibang iba yung dating na kwento. Sa mga part na yun, nag-upgrade silang tatlo ng parang mga armas na parang powers na nila. Si Rapuri, si Kitan, si Nekot.
Nyatoran.
Yan, si bahala. Nakalimutan ko yung pangalan, pero yung favorite akong
Si Latte. I think it's Latte.
Ayun, si Latte.
Latte.
Si Cure, si Cure Fontaine, at si Cure Sparta. Tama rin namin sila. Kasi sa magandang epilogue yung sa magandang scene kasi ending na yun. Yung parang bumalik sila sa healing garden. Yung part na yun.
Oh, yun! Yes. Di ba na umiyak si Robin kasi ayaw talaga mag-separate with Nodakachi. Siyempre, nakakalungkot din. And even, of course, Peggy that din. Ayaw mawala kay Chiyuchi. Even, I think,
Then, parang natalo ata din yung kalaban doon sa may parang overlooking tower ata.
oo, yan.
Yung may bell. Yun na,
Kasi,
natalo yung
yun,
kalaban.
kasi, all thanks to, was with a backup kay Quinty, pati yung army niya from the Healing Garden. Feeling ko nung natatalo na sila dun. And, si Kim Byogen, nagiging giant na yan. And, tapos natalo din si Shindoin eh. And at the same time, na-absorb yung nano Byogen form niya into kay Earth. Parang pinasok parang pinasok inside Earth din. And at the same time na of course, na everything is put into place na gusto nung mabuhay. I mean, yun ang mga tao doon sa Sukayaki City. They wanna live. And of course, medyo natatalo yun sila, of course, sila Nodakachi because napakalakas ni Kim Byogen. Tapos ang masaklap inabsorb sila sa loob. And of course, tapos nung nasa loob na sila, they were taunted na, of course, na matatalo na sila, ganun. And may sinabi din si Neo Kim Byogen na, that fine, living is fine. Pero tama naman ito. Totoo naman eh. Kasi we had to fight for our own lives. And at the same time na parang nagrebuttal si Nodakachi on what Neo Kim Byogen said. Na, of course, living is really fighting. And it really is worth fighting for. Parang yung gano'n yung sinabi niya to Neo Kim Byogen. And then, hand in hand na sila. And they restored their powers and they actually finally get out of inside Neo Kim Byogen. Tapos, ang nangyayari, and then, finally, natalo siya by, of course, Nina Grace, using the Fire Healing Good Shower, na medyo mas malakas pa compared to the regular one. And, of course, the whole entire city was saved. Tapos nung part na yun sa Healing Garden, of course, di ba sabi ko sa iyo nung nakaraan na si sa araw na kasi ayaw talaga sa mga tao kasi, like as I said, I can rehash what I said to our first convo na napaka-greedy. I mean natin or not, na napaka-greedy tayo. Even me, I have to admit na napaka-greedy ko talaga. Pero totoo naman yung sinasabi naman kasi sabi ko nga kung kailan mag-end of the world saka namang gumagalaw, di ba? Because there are a lot of greedy people everywhere. In every aspect of our lives. And Queen Theater has to say na kailangan i-purify yung mga tao dun. If she wants to. But, Chi has also said na as long as na meron na, of course, may mga taong na gustong talaga mahalaga itong, of course, sa ating planeta they will never ever do that as long as they will never committed bad stuff to the environment and to the ecosystem. Tapos di ba they actually give yung mga manju or mga buns to the people of Healing Garden. Tapos, yung isa naman, I think, one of those, isa sa mga lalagyan nito, ay may, kumbaga na-buy ng contamination. Tapos, bigla naging, mega biogen. Tapos, anong nangyari talaga? They have no choice but to fight the mega biogen. Kasi si Earth, talaga, ayaw talagang kalaban yung mega biogen. Kasi talagang favorite talaga yun, yung Sukayaka Manjo. Tawang-tawa ako noon eh. on that part. Tapos, yung wish nila na sana dumating to something that need a backup or something. Tapos biglang dumating si Summer. And when Summer, tapos nag-bad punch niya yung mega biogen. Tapos wow! Nice homage sa heart catch itong bad punch na to. Which is went on to their movie naman. Anyway, yun, going back. We're gonna, sabi ni natin, wait, wow, isang bago free cure. Ganun. And it's not from, of course, kina Grace. Kasi, alam mo naman natin si Summer. Di ba? Tapos bigyan na sobrang, and then afterwards natalo yung mega biogen, bumalik ito sa dati, anyo, and then of course the of course Nodakachi and company are parting ways once more and going back to Sukayaka City, and of course syempre, they won't stop protecting the planet and its environment, even though there are no longer cures. And of course, the future is really uncertain. Kasi, we don't know what's gonna happen talaga.
Madagdag ko rin din sa hilig. Lungkot din ako sa part dun sa isang episode hilig din na nabuo din yung biog din sa
yes, Darcy, si Darcy then. Because he was the first na ganito, and probably one of the reason why kung bakit sobrang ring yung childhood ni Nodakachi. That's because of that particular biogen kasi a Terra biogen, if I'm not mistaken. And may sinabi din si Grace on one of those episodes nung naglaban sila against Darizan about self-care, kung di ako nakakamali, or freedom of choice, which is kind of very controversial din in the community because there's some sort of aspects and yung parang interpretation is something misleading. No, that's not true. I think that is because that not everything is rotating about you. Kasi may kanya tayo choice. And those choices na syempre ano naman na kung ginamit nyo sa kabutihan yung pagiging mabait natin if it would use to abusive means. So tama naman yun. That is morally correct. And with that point, yung point na yun na this is something very becoming an abusive thing because yung paulit-ulit na ginagamit yung kabutihan mo sa masama, ay, that's a different story. And it's something that everyone should learn. Ganun eh. And then I said, and of course I said to, kasi you being tayo, pagiging irresponsible sa pagkasira sa environment. And that way, you cannot say na ganito, kasalanan ni ganito. No. It's everyone's fault. Kumaga. Kung hindi natin ilagaan yung environment natin, of course, talagang matutuhan yung end of the world talaga. You will not keep in that way.
Lang ang impression ko sa feeling ko. Let's move on.
Ayun. Let's finally, last but definitely not the least, is yung sa Tropical Rouge. So, what is your impressions on the Tropical Rouge finale?
Isa din yan sa napaka-intense na labanan sa Cure series. Since it was just finished last year. Right?
Yes.
February 2022. So it's still fresh in mind. So si Cure Oasis. First nagpakita dyan. Yung kalaban, yung parang kaibigan ni Cure Oasis.
Si Richard Delays. Yung alam na natin na what happened to, of course, kay Oasis. I really thought na, of course, the Witch of Delays has been outlived, yung buhay ni Oasis. I know. Alam na natin kung ano nangyari sa kanya. Alam na natin kung bakit ayaw yung kalaban. Sino magkalaban. Kasi, that the witch wanted Oasis to be her friend pala. Kaya lang namatay. I don't know why kung bakit namatay si Oasis, but one thing is for sure na gusto niya makita ulit. Something na like para mirror talaga in between yung sa The Little Mermaid eh. Doon ako nalungkot talaga yung part na nagkita ulit sila. Of course, thanks for certain miracle coming from, of course, Summer and the others. Na talaga, yung feeling na, the feeling na you can get empathize on the witch. Sabi, di pala siya masama talaga. I mean, she was just victim of unfortunate circumstance. Tsaka, parang feeling ko na doon ako nakaawa. Kasi, ang tagal na, sobrang tagal na, na gusto makita yung friend niya. And, with that point, doon ako sobrang, malungkot, at the same time, very happy day kasi at least they're already reunited.
Isa doon sa nalungkot kin ako sa scene sa may bandang ending din ng Tropical Rouge. Parang na-discover ni Laura after the missions niya of course sa city de-delete din i-erase yun
Doon ako nauulat talaga. Doon ako nauulat talaga yun. Kasi they wanted to separate mermaids and humans, like, bakit ginawa yun? Diba? Doon ako diyan umuulat si Laura doon. And,
Narinig ko ata ni Laura, si Cure Summer, nagigpan niya yung conversations niya ng Reyna. Parang nagpeten lang si Cure Summer na hindi na rin bumalik agad sa pilikan parang dadabutan sa Laura.
and then napaka-intense yung fighting between, of course, with Kina Summer against Butler. Now, of course, it's just para si Goyan din. Much like Goyan, he's also the real main baddie of the season. Tapos nung the part na di ba nag-upgrade, of course na-upgrade it sila Summer, and then tinalo na si Butler, of course with the special finisher. Tapos of course we got Oasis at the back eh. Doon pala tinalo niya si Butler on that point, and on that point sobrang very energetic yung final finisher nila.
Kahit na galing yung ending, napaka-energetic ng ending. Even it's kind of sad na magagaling. Pero din ako natawa doon sa pinaka-ending, yung parang nakita ulit siya yung dalawa na parang hindi na natandaan pero bigla natandaan nila at saka yung Cure Summer yun. Ano mo, tama ba yung part na yun, yung scene na natandaan nila Cure Summer yung nila as years and friends.
Parang, tsaka yung sa part ni play, nagpa-play sila, and diba, nagpa-play sila doon pala na-discover na there were scene, tsaka umiyak si Manatsu, and then, yung totoo iiyak talaga, sobrang, sabi niya, wag ka umalis, please don't go. Doon ako talagang, buod ng fear of emotions. Grabe. Tapos kumanta pa silang ng Song of Friendship. Friendship, sorry. And after yung play, tapos nagsalita sila out to the students. Tapos at the same time, nag-reveal siya to them na mermaid siya. Gulat-gulat yung mga tao doon. Sobrang gulat. Sobrang gulat yung mga tao doon.
Hindi magugulat sa mermaid. Tsaka, tanda mo din naman yung scene na yun, diba, yung sa pinaka-ending na parang diba, na-erase na yung memories na nalaman na saka ni Laura. Tapos yung biglang nagkita ulit sila doon sa exact scene saan sila nakita ng first episode sa mismong exact scene para mermaid para doon sa pinaniniwalaan doon sa syudad. Ulit sila nagkita, diba? Tapos parang ang iniisip ni Manatsu na kita na ba tayo? Parang gano'n. Kasi parang pamilyar siya kahit wala siyang tatandaan. Tapos biglang tandaan ni Laura si Manatsu, si Kira Papaya, doon na nagsibalikan yung memories niya ng mga cures. Para sa nagkasiyahan ng listen, diba? Ganda ng mga part na yun. Diba? And shit, kahit na nung gawin mo, kapag maraming pinagsamahan, kahit makalimutan mo, ay feeling ka na ganun eh. Parang makakamtaman mo. Parang nakita na patang-tanggal.
Oo, totoo yun. Tapos yung last part ng yung pinakahuling part ng episode na yun was of course, andyan si Yui Pion. Kasi I think it was a cultural festival, I think, and nag-hi siya to of course, nag-hi siya kina Maratsu, and of course, they wanted to look for food or anything. Kaya lang, fortunately for Yuyipyon, that it was yung rice, yung onigiri na not supposed to, of course, to serve or the order was actually a prop. Doon ako natawa eh. And I'm pretty excited. I was so excited for Delicious Fire too. What Delicious Fire look like eh. And nakakatawa. Sobrang tawan-tawa na ako kay Yuyipyon. And I, of course, one more thing na may sinabi I think na may sinabi si Manatsu na may natapak siya. Tapos sabi niya, yung po sabi, diba? See? Doon ako natawa. Isang bato yata. I think it's a stone. Yun. Well.
Natapak siya ng
nagtapak yata ng bato.
Gulat sila. Yun yung pinaka nakakatawang transition of baton from Capital Ridge to Delicious Party.
Oo.
Napakasaya. Ang nakuha ko moral sa Tropical Ridge, if even the brain or mind can't remember anything, but your heart does. Ibig sabihin parang kahit na di mo maalala, pero nagtatandaan pa rin ng puso mo yung mga nangyari. Feeling na gano'n. Yun yung nakuha kong
yes. Okay. I will borrow something from a mermaid story na nabasa ko recently. So, mermaids can never disappear. Because you erase from yourself but not from the heart.
Heart always remember anything. Kahit na makalimutan mo mga bagay na nangyari.
Yes, totoo naman.
Heart will remember.
Yes, sobra.
Kahit yung mong tandaan, may pakiramdam ka eh. Ano mo?
Yeah, totoo, sobra. Well, we're finally done to our past season finales ng Cure. So, unexpected. Hindi ko na expected. So, ano mangyari sa Delicious Fire since halos matatapos na?
Diyan tayo may high hopes kung magiging intense at magiging ganda ang laban na yan. At kung magiging maayos, magiging maganda dahil malapit na tayo sa pagtatapos. Delicious Party. Parang sa January 29 na ata ang pagtatapos.
Yes.
Ang start ng ating Irogaro Step with the Cure word, the spoiler.
Spoilers, sweeties!
Lead Cure. The first time in 20 years, in 2 decades, is a blue Cure. Cure Sky. Talagang excited na ako talaga.
Same.
Excited.
So ako, at saka excited din ako for her cameo in the finale episode. Pati yung the usual, wow, grabe, the button pass. This time, it's precious to Sky.
Sa button pass.
Siyempre, hindi natin
button pass.
Yes. Siyempre.
Ito kung magiging idagdag ko lang din sa ending ng Tropical Rouge, yung sa button pass, yung akala ni UA totoong rice balls.
Oo nga eh, yun sinabi ko.
Sa ulo ni Max.
Yes, sobrang, ang bilis talaga. It's kind of fast. Time flies so fast talaga as always. And yun nga, but never, regardless of whatever it is, I'm very, very looking forward to the, of course, the finale, the actual finale of Delicious Pie, and ano magiging epilogue nito, and cannot wait, pati yung bottom, yung cameo ni, of course, ni Cure Sky, and as well as the Bottom Pass. Oh my God, ang dami mangyayari sa, ano, sa actual ending ng Delicious Party. So, Nat, thank you very much for taking your time.
Yes.
Sobrang syempre, sa mga bago, do you wanna shameless plug to your social accounts?
Okay. I will share my account, of course. I want to promote myself and Pixiv. I am creating a digital art there. My name on that site is Cure Starlight, as always. And that is the only account that I have. I hope to have a good time here in Yona Kuromatoki podcast. And thank you din sa'yo, Yona Kuromatoki, for inviting me again in this podcast. I'm really grateful, and I wish you all the best for Pretty Cure and Cure Career Business.
Thank you very much, Nat. Sobrang, it's good to be back in this podcast. And sobrang
It's revolutionary.
yan, no? Yeah, yes, sobra. Thank you very much, Nat. And of course, as always, stay safe. And stay also always, ingat ka dyan, ingat sa inyo, to you and to your fam.
Hey, thank you for your time din yan, ha. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
And there you have it. That was Nate, or si Nath, aka Cure Starlight. So, nagpalit yata yung pangalan, no? And of course, our final part of our package will not be completed without Yona as you know. So we already done. Yona na to. So there you go. So we have some wonderful responses from our socials regarding the very first Yona asked for 2023. Hold on a sec, and we're finding the question is, what is your favorite previous season finale, and what made you put an emotional punch? So we get some responses from Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. So I'll start with Facebook. So from Roxanne, so it's Huggo Preacher. So each character represents a small part of my life that I got attached to this season. I laugh with them, I cry with them, I have a lot of emotions, and when I'm watching Huggo. And I have a big collection of the season, so I think, baka merch ito si Roxanne. So anyways, shout out to her. And what's next? And we got from Crystalton, it's got to be Heart Catch and Girl Princess Finales. And from, of course, from Facebook, see Kuya Conrado, yes, shout out to him. And I already met him last Annika 2022 day 1. So the saddest ending, the saddest ending is of course the Futariwa season. Yeah. Very wonderful response. And let's move on to Twitter. So from Kino Aloysius, and he said, Star Twinkle definitely put me through an emotional roller coaster. Oh yeah, that's so very true. And of course, our stalwart and Suki nothing, or shall we say Suki or stalwart guest in YKIP, Blazix. Of course, my favorite finales are Mautska, Smile, and Chupaka Rouge. Smile and Maho Girls had the sad endings, possibly the sad, one of the sad, and probably the saddest endings of Freaker, whereas Chupaka Rouge didn't end with a final battle, but a play, but also didn't have a time skip. So yeah, we already said, we already did said to me with Nat actually. Thank you. And lastly, from Instagram. So Sunny said, hello, shout out to Sunny. I hope she's okay. And she says, my favorite finale was Hugdo. I have other favorites as well, such as Wild Sky and Kia, but my number one favorite has to be Hugdo. The finale made me feel so much emotion, such as sadness, but also hope for the future. It had a happy ending, even though everyone grew up and had different jobs. The finale felt really nice. A happy future for everyone. I don't know how to explain it, but for me, it was really special. I often think about it. Oh, very, very nice response. And Yuri says, the memorable finale is, of course, our Mao Tsukai and Hinengard. The former shows Mirai Recon turn back to the youngster version of themselves. And for Hinengard, it's the first time for the Hinengard team to meet Cure Summer. Nice, wonderful response. And thank you very much for such a wonderful response. I do appreciate you guys. Yes. And that's a wrap for part 1 of our 3-part Freaker 20th anniversary specials here on Yona Kuromatoki's interactive podcast. So on the next episode, we will continue that with our fan commentary and impressions on Delicious Party and Freaker and of course the movie with a new guest. Oh my God, sino kaya yun? Sino kaya itong new guest na to? We're gonna find out, of course, in the next episode. And wait, hold on. I almost forgot something. That, of course, I'll be attending Otaku Expo 2023. So it's technically my second con of the year. And, of course, it's gotta be, since nagka-come back din yung OE, of course, and moving to SMX MOA. Yes, thank you. I'm going to reveal my, of course, my lineup in that call. And of course, I'm gonna be cosplaying as Hizuru Minakata from Summertime Rendering. Wow, the very first new cosplay of the year. So I'm pretty excited to meet you all once again, and I'm pretty excited to cosplay. I actually forgot her pen name. Nagomo Sensei. Yeah, Nagomo Sensei or Minakata Sensei, whatever you call her. I'm freaking excited for Nagomo Sensei, and I'm going to cosplay her for that. And of course, I'll be doing a recording for the first video of the year. It's always a tradition. It's always the YK tradition with the Freaker Battle Pass. So you better watch out for that. And of course, and I'll be uploading that, of course, the very first YK video of the year on Creator Day. Alright. So, yeah. That's the time I have, and thank you very much for listening and watching. This is Yona signing out, and I'll see you all on the next Yona Kuromatoki's Interactive Podcast. Stay safe, stay kicking, and stay